How did you almost die? You peed yourself?
Almost.
Ah, Jammy. Always entertaining. I don't know whether you have a knack for saying something when I have the camera out or whether I have a knack for having the camera out when you're saying something. Nonetheless, it's always funny. Let's get going with our July Khanacross. As I said before with our round 2 Khanacross, we've been very lucky we haven't missed a round in our series this year. So round 3 in July was a somewhat wet affair. The weather was really quite nice on the day. However, in the lead up we had a little bit of rain and there really wasn't as many muddy puddles as you might think. There was a couple of larger ones, and given all the cars running through there, we spread them out over most of the tests. So sooner or later it got very wet and muddy in a couple of places. A big field of 28 drivers made up this event, which is really great to see. And again, almost half of those were juniors. So fantastic to see the kids out racing as well. We ran 8 tests during the day and the first 4 had a few slippery patches in them on a couple of corners. However, it didn't really slow anybody down too much and a lot of people tended to bow wave through it. And whilst the morning tests might have been a bit muddy and slippery, the afternoon was a lot drier. And to mix things up, the afternoon tests were not only drier, they were actually new. We hadn't actually run a Khanacross on these before at all. And after 8 tests and a great day of racing, the results were in. In 10th place was Georgie Thomas in her WRX. However, son Corey, well, he copped a couple of markers earlier on in the day, and without those 10 seconds of penalties, he would have actually been in 10th place. So Georgie, you're going to have to watch your rear vision mirror because Corey is really coming up on the rails. 9th place went to Chris Beard in his SR20 powered Nissan Pulsar. Now they had one damper on the right hand side of the car that was completely flogged out at the front and the wheel was doing a bit of basketball action. The neat and quick Bob Percival was in 8th place, sharing the car with his kids. Dale Hands, by his own admission, was widening the tracks for everybody else, and using his plough with a V8 Fairmont to good use, he came in 7th. Here we're riding on board with Stu Hewer in his Hyundai XL, and he brought it home in 6th place. Dave Thomas's Ford Falcon Ute finally cried enough and the engine gave out, so he swapped it for a yellow banana coloured Mazda 323 and he came home in 5th place. Rhett Ashby, sharing the basketball Pulsar with Chris Beard, managed to bring the car home in 4th place. It was a great effort and he actually set the fastest time on test 3. He snatched 4th by just 0.21 of a second from Dave Thomas. Onto the podiums, and it was an all-girl affair again. This time in 3rd place, Karen Russell in her shared WRX. 2nd place went to Tiana Chapman, again in her WRX. And for the 2nd event in a row, Kelly Thomas took the win. Well done, Kel. Her WRX, however, did have to endure some very hard driving during the day. A couple of quick thank yous before I round this one out. First to Ange Hewer for the great photos. I was tied up on the first 4 tests, so Ange has given me something to be able to put in the video, so thanks Ange. And also to the rest of the Hewer family, to Stu, Lacey and Jamison for the entertainment and also for the GoPro footage. And look, if anybody else would like to have their GoPro footage or any in-car footage featured in our videos, then please get it to us at the end of the events and we'll be happy to include it. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this July Khanacross. Our next event is at the end of August and entries are now open for that. I will leave a link below in the description. Please give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and please also share this around as well. We'd like to get the word out more to people to be able to come and compete in this. So Grassroots Motorsport is definitely where you need to begin, and it is great, cheap, fun racing. Anyway, I'll catch you again on the next one. Cheers.